again, I'm going to be walking you around the website I designed for Learning Module 1. So this is the home page. This is what everyone's going to see when they first go in, just very basic information. I did it based on the school that I currently work at, so I found some things that are currently being used on the website, things that I thought were really useful. I explored quite a few websites, took out what some of my favorite things were, and tried to integrate those as well. So like I said, when you first come to this main landing page, you get the school information, hours of operation, how to reach me, and then put myself in the librarian role. Just put my little Bitmoji here, all happy with the book, and this is actually a school picture of mine from a few years ago. So things to show, like the students and parents who are coming on, like how much we love reading and how much I as the librarian also kind of integrate it into my life. I followed that up with our mission statement and then the library schedule. The library schedule is a fixed schedule, so that way people know when they're able to come in, when classes are being taught, because the librarian role at our school is like half library, half English teacher. And then at the very bottom here, I linked the library policies. That pops up in another document here. Let's see if it wants to pop up or not. I'm going to click back over just in the interest of time, and I can kind of show that link here once it does pop up. I see it's there, but we'll knock it out. And so then this just has all of our policies, and you can kind of click through and everything like that. And it's a pretty easy page to navigate. So when you go up to home here, I kind of retitled the selections we had for I want to create, I want to learn, I want to read, research, and then Thunder Pride. Our school is the Hatton Northwood Thunder. Well, I guess technically we're the Northwood Thunder. We just co-op for a lot of things, especially our sports. And so I figured Thunder Pride could be the things that are school-wide. So if you go to the first one, I want to create, this is the virtual makerspace. Also, looking back on this little drop-down screen here, I just put them in alphabetical order by what comes after I want to. So that's the only reason why these are in the order that they are. So then I have the virtual makerspace. This is kind of the more creative makerspace. So there's things like coding, we've got knitting, crocheting, how to make a robot, how to knit. I think I already said a knitting one, but music. And so this is going to kind of be a lot of things that students are getting into, they're creating, and they're diving into. And so I kind of thought that those symbols really just kind of accomplished this section pretty nicely. So then if we drop down to I want to learn, these are going to be mostly educational links. So I kind of put the more kid-friendly language on the drop down, and then it restates it in a little bit more educational language on the page. So I want to learn. While it might not be very obvious what that is, then when the person clicks on it and lands here, they see that it's actually educational links. So you see things, as an English teacher, I'm always like, oh, what can I do to get them to cite better? And so putting what the websites are, and if it's not obvious to people what its purpose is, I put that in the parentheses here. So if you don't know what Purdue OWL is, but you know you're looking for citation help, then you know you're going to click on this one. So it's kind of just like a little dummy cheat sheet right after. And then when we're looking again, educational links, I have another symbol where these are a little bit more educational. So you've got your Brain Pop, IXL for like that extra practice, our Khan Academy, so our older ones down here. So this isn't focusing as much on creating as it is learning. So that's why I chose to include two different symbols. And that one's a pretty short and sweet one. Then we're going to go to I want to read. This is one that I put a little bit more time, like in links into, because I think this is one people would land on quite a bit. So right off the bat, we've got searching for a book in the library. That's going to pop us up to our Odin page. As you can see, it's still thinking there. And so that brings us there, so students can type in there, find a book, New York Times bestseller. This is going to go for all of them, not just the elementary ones. This is going to be the main landing page. So depending on the age of the student, again, all these links want to take too long to focus on. So depending on the age of the student, they'd be able to click in it. And then I also did Nerdy Book Club. If you don't know what Nerdy Book Club is, Donalyn Miller, the author of Book Whisperer, is like a huge part of this. It's got things from book reviews, cover reveals. They're a huge believer in like the we need diverse books movement. There's amazing things on here, so I thought that was important to link on there. And as you can see, like I said, the main landing page here, and you can kind of click through depending on what you're interested in. So Now I'm getting a million links up, so I'm sorry about that. Photos of students reading. If this were actually my library site, I'd have photos of the kids reading in the library. For right now, I just use pictures from my classroom. Book talks are really big right now, and I think it's really cool when students do them. So, like talking about possibly featuring student work here. So I kind of put this little plug in here so students know why the heck these videos are linked. And these were just a couple great ones. A student example, how to do it, and then obviously John Green, because he's pretty awesome at everything. And here's another thing I hope that if you actually are watching this, that I would recommend to everybody is this audio file. Every week from now, it started this week until the end of summer, they give away 2 free audiobooks that are like for teens. Um, it always says like they're for 13 and plus. I download them every week. It's 2 every single week. It changes. They usually have pretty popular titles. Sometimes they'll do a couple classics. But once you download them, you get to keep them forever. It's pretty amazing. And it's like something I'm doing in my classroom. We have iPods, and so I'm like downloading them and putting them onto the iPods for those students that aren't necessarily big readers, but are okay like listening and following along. So like I said, this week we've got from 25 to May 2nd. We have Blink and Caution, no idea what that is, but as you can see, Swing by Kwame Alexander, like he's a super popular author right now in our school, and all the kids are like eating up his books, so it's pretty awesome that that's one of the options. And it's not an either or. For this, you get to download both of them if you want to. And if you look and it's not something you're interested in, it doesn't fit your library or it doesn't fit you as a person, you don't have to download. Set a timer though, or not a timer, set an alarm or some sort of reminder so you don't forget. That was one of my biggest regrets last year is I missed a couple of weeks, and then looking back and seeing what book had been given, I was like, oh, bummer. Then we're going to I Want to Research. Again, this one's a little bit more straightforward, so a little bit about research. Again, linking to Odin. And the databases with our login information so students can get into there. Other popular sites for researching that I think are trusted. So we've got the School Britannica, Khan Academy, Coursera, TED, Coding. And so some of like the most popular ones that our school uses and the teachers in our school use when they have students researching. And so I linked to those ones. And then the last one I have here is the Thunder Pride, which again is our school. So right away, just kind of a quick little link for the school website so you can get to that. This weird little s'mores thing. We do weekly school newsletters. They're linked on there. I linked to our school Instagram account in case people didn't know we had one. It's nice to like get to see kind of the mobile version, or not the mobile version, the web version. Mobile version's a lot more friendly, obviously, but sometimes, you have older parents, grandparents who maybe don't have a cell phone or don't have a smartphone, but like letting them know, hey, you're actually able to still access this, and so we'll link it for you here. So that was a very brief and as quick as I could probably make it run through of my website. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I'd be happy to answer them. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.